I want to remind you that Lewis has often said on the program he thinks about 80% of people are incompetent at whatever it is they're doing, their job, raising children, social situations, just that there's about an 80% incompetence level in society, in the world. And I have some really, really disturbing data from a new PPP poll, which is going to support Lewis's hypothesis. Who is supporting Donald Trump was one of the questions the poll sought to answer. And it turns out that 2/3 of Donald Trump supporters believe that President Obama is a Muslim. Only 12% of Trump supporters admit that he is indeed a Christian. 61% of Donald Trump supporters don't think that President Obama was born in the United States. Now, if you say, well, it's just Donald Trump supporters. No, Donald Trump supporters seem particularly disconnected from reality, but the Republican Party, likely Republican primary voters are broadly speaking pretty disconnected from reality. 51% of the GOP electorate wants to eliminate birthright citizenship. 54% of the GOP electorate think President Obama is a Muslim. And only 29% of Republicans likely to vote, Lewis, believe that President Obama was born in the United States. Now, this is, if you're not sitting down, and Lewis, I'm glad you're sitting down, sit down for this piece of data. 29%, as I said, of the Republican electorate believes President Obama was born in the U.S. 40% of the Republican electorate believes that Ted Cruz was born in the United States. Ted Cruz admits he wasn't born in the United States, and still more likely Republican voters think that Ted Cruz was born here and that President Obama was not.
It's amazing. I think what this shows us more than anything is that we have a total failure here by the media to actually get us the correct information and
We
to report on
can't
things.
just blame the media, though. I agree, Lewis.
I know.
Corporate media has a lot of blame here, but we're dealing with idiots. I mean, we try to say, well, let's analyze the fragmentation of media delivery and discuss the idiosyncrasies of echo chamber. Whoa, 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 whoa. Let's take a step back. We're dealing with fools here in great part.
We are dealing with people who have no desire to seek out information. Non-thinkers. We're dealing with non-thinkers.
Don't forget, Lewis, that a 2013 poll of Louisiana Republicans asked who was responsible for the disaster in the aftermath of Hurricane Katrina. Now, Lewis, who was president during Hurricane Katrina?
That was Bush.
Okay. 28% of respondents believed that Bush was to blame for the disastrous response to Hurricane Katrina. 28% of respondents believed that Barack Obama, who was nobody at the time, was to blame for the terrible response to Hurricane Katrina. That provides some context as to the depravity of what we're dealing with here.
It is really incredible. We just have people who, maybe they work a lot. Maybe they're just very busy. They have children that they probably love and they have busy lives. Maybe they really, are there excuses? Is there any excuse for having this little information, this lack of knowledge?
I mean, there are plenty of excuses. Whether we think they're valid, I guess, is harder to say. What really we need to ingrain into our minds is, if you think that if you just explain to certain voters the logic of why they should do A instead of B or support candidate C instead of D, and if you think that, hey, listen, it's logical, I just have to explain it to them, that's not going to work. It's not going to matter, as these polls are telling us.
Probably not. Yes, it's a sad state of affairs here, and still somehow we had President Obama win 2 elections. So it can't be as perhaps it's not as bad as we're making it seem.